Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we got some goodies for the Ténéré 700. First off, we're going to do the Graves fender eliminator install, and just wanted to show you kind of what it looked like before, a little freebie to shorten it up just a hair compared to the completely factory setup. We just drilled those two holes in the back and went with that, and it looked pretty good. But in terms of the install for the Graves fender eliminator, you got to take off quite a few things, and my only gripe about it was the installation instructions. They were a little weak. They didn't tell you to take off this blue piece right here that you see us taking off. That was definitely necessary, as you were kind of prying on that area to get the wiring disconnected. So just something to keep in mind. Now we're just disassembling the factory one to obtain the factory turn signals. It's a pretty straightforward process, not too bad, kind of fun. Now we're reinstalling it back on the bike, and I have to say the final result looks really awesome. Cleans up the back end quite a bit, and you get a little bit over a pound savings in weight compared to the factory setup. Now let's move on to the Yoshi pipe install, and but first let's have a sound comparison. As we go through this install for the exhaust, I want to talk about some of the supporting mods that we have. We have the DNA air filter and the air filter box lid coming, and we did just get the ECU flashed by Two Wheel Dyno Works. And one thing I wanted to note is that the check engine light did come on. That was something that we were unaware of happening, and the ECU did not come with any literature, so we called them up and they informed us that that was normal. They said it would go away by itself, but after about two days of riding, the check engine light was still on, so we ran it up to our friends up at Beachmont Motorsports, and they went ahead and raced the codes for us. They noted that none of the codes that it was throwing were active. The check engine light has not come back since, and we are extremely happy with how it's running. The bike will actually do a second gear power wheelie if you kind of bounce it a little bit, whereas before there was not a chance that it would do that. And here's a little comparison of the weight between the Yoshi exhaust and the factory exhaust. The Yoshi is about 6 pounds and 6 ounces lighter. We also measured the outer diameter of each pipe, comparing the factory to the aftermarket Yoshi, and here that is now. Starting off, we're doing the Yoshimira, and right at the header, you can see there that where that weld is, the pipe expands, or the pipe gets bigger, whereas the factory one remains the same. And then here is where it kind of flares out from the body, lower frame, near the slip-on, and comparing it to the factory one. Now let's see some power wheelies.